SummerSlam 2011. Everybody on the internet has been saying what a spectacular pay-per-view this was. Oh, good job, WWE. What a great pay-per-view you just put on for all of us. You know what? I got one thing to say to all you guys. You are a bunch of pathetic, mindless sheep. You guys are so far up WWE's ass that you can't see what the fuck just unfolded right in front of our very eyes. This pay-per-view was less than shit. This pay-per-view, well, more than shit. This pay-per-view was fucking horrible, okay? This was the worst pay-per-view of the motherfucking year. And I can't believe any of these fucking brainwashed fools are even saying that this is such a great pay-per-view in the first place. How the hell can you praise the WWE for everything that they just did tonight?
You really can't. You want to know what's the truth of the matter is? You spent your money so far up Vince's ass, you can probably buy his lunch that's already been digested. Really? Really?
The World Heavyweight Championship match. Okay, Randy Orton versus Christian. This match made me sick to my stomach. I wanted to throw up because of what they did to Christian here. They completely buried Christian. I bet you Vince McMahon had his pants pulled down, jacking off to this, when he saw Christian taking all those sick bumps. Everything that was happening to Christian, it made me sad. Christian was taking all these sick bumps, whereas Randy Orton didn't have to take any bumps at all. Like, hardly any bumps at all. Their little precious Breakfast Club Viper boy, like, that Vince McMahon probably likes to suck off every fucking day. He fucking doesn't lose the match. After he makes Christian take all those sick bumps, he winds up winning the match. You know what? That is just fucking bullshit. They buried Christian for no reason. You know, they buried a great talent like Christian. If he was in TNA, nothing like this would happen. And don't just say, oh, they pushed Christian because he's a WWE guy. No, they pushed him because he's fucking talented. Unlike Blandy fucking Borton, who right now is on my shit list of professional wrestlers. So fuck you.
How many tables did Christian go through that night? Not one, not two, but three. That's three more tables than Randy Orton went through. And Randy Orton, how many bumps with any type of object did Randy Orton take? A few kendo stick shots? Yeah, a slam into the barricade or two? Good for him. Christian got RKO'd on the steel steps and took 3 table bumps. 3! And then on top of that, he got his head slammed into a steel trash can.
It just makes me fucking sick just to see that you guys will sit there and trash TNA like the way you do. And then you say, oh, that was a shit pay-per-view. TN awful. You guys use the hashtag on Twitter. I see you guys all the time. TN awful. You say TN awful. I got my own hashtag for this pay-per-view. I tweeted WWE tarded. That's exactly what it is. WWE tarded. And all the fucking sheep who think that this was a great pay-per-view are WWE tarded. You know what? Fuck this company. You say that about TNA all the time. This isn't about TNA WWE, who's better right now. But this is seriously some bullshit. Fuck this company. Cornet face. Fuck this company.
You know, anybody who's a WWE fan, I got a few words for you. First off, listen, fuckhead. WWE has been producing shit for the longest time, but nobody's noticed it because your heads are so far up Vince McMahon's ass, Triple H's ass, John Cena's ass. I'm a John Cena fan. Yeah. Everybody's who likes him, like, more than I do, and anybody who's saying the pay-per-view is great, your heads are up his ass, even if you hate John Cena. Kevin Nash, he can return. Great for him. Your heads are up his ass, too. Michael Cole's ass. John Laurinaitis' ass. Your heads are up their ass because you buy into the product and you say it's great. You will buy tickets to the show to boo the wrestlers. Heads up ass.
Exactly. And then they got like some great talent on there who just like completely like suck and they're being wasted away in their company. That's another fucking grievance I have with this company. They waste good talent. If you're talented, they don't like you. I mean, then you got a guy like Daniel Bryan who completely has no personality, no charisma, no mic skills, no nothing. He's just an internet darling. He's an amazing technical wrestler, but you know he is never going to fucking do anything. You guys are so hopeful he's going to get this long-ass world title run when he cashes in Money in the Bank, if he even gets a chance to do that. No, you guys are just fucking sheep, once again, for thinking that. And then you guys just doubt TNA. TNA is the best place for a guy like Daniel Bryan to show off his skills. TNA, not only does the wrestling matter, but the mic skills are just optional in TNA. They matter, but you don't need them necessarily to go far and become a world champion. Daniel Bryan would fucking excel in their company. And I don't know why Daniel Bryan doesn't see this. He must, just because WWE is that big company, he must think that's where he belongs. But in all seriousness, he belongs in a real wrestling company like TNA.
Now, I know a lot of you are going to be like trolling us, calling us TNA fanboys. No, we just know when a good product is good. Like, all you indie scene fans, you guys bash on WWE and TNA because they're mainstream and they're not mainly focused about wrestling. Well, TNA is becoming focused about wrestling, and you're still calling it a shit product because you are so blinded by the fact that Ring of Honor and all those other indie scenes are so good and so great. Yeah, they kind of are. But where do those superstars end up? TNA and WWE. Where do they get used? TNA. Where do they not get used and get treated like shit for 6-7 years before they get a kind of semi-good title on? WWE. Point fucking proven. And another thing, WWE is so high and mighty by pleasing their fans, right?
Another thing, Alberto Del Rio finally cashed in to become the WWE champion. And yeah, a lot of you guys jizzing your pants for this. I'm not personally a huge Del Rio fan, but he has talent in the ring. But it's all like just complete bullshit once again.
And they're gonna make a Mexican champion for the Mexican tour. Yet Sin Cara, the real Sin Cara is gonna be fired very soon, as this new Sin Cara is gonna be working the schedule in October. That's already fact. So why would they try to please the Mexican fans by just changing? Did they ever do that with Ray? Maybe, maybe not. But we know it? No. Just like only the internet fans would know that Sin Cara is not going to be the real Sin Cara. Fact of the matter really, truthfully, and honestly is, Alberto Del Rio became champion for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. To please the Mexican fans, and to get Mexican fans to spend money when they come to Mexico. I don't think they've ever done this with Canada. I don't think they've ever done this with the UK. Maybe the United States Championship, but never the main titles. Because sometimes you just gotta be honest, and wrestlers are wrestlers, and they're gonna be good, and they're gonna be champions. Alberto Del Rio is not a champion. He's not the caliber of a champion. Sure, he has good mic skills, but his ring work, he botches the cross arm breaker. He botches it. So him going to Mexico as the champion, sure, I'll jump on that high horse. I'll be happy with it. But the Mexican fans, 90% of you Mexican fans out there, already bought tickets to the show because you're a wrestling fan. Not because you're a Sin Cara fan. Not because you're a Rey Mysterio fan. Not because you're an Alberto Del Rio fan. But because you're a wrestling fan. And if any of you say, no, I bought tickets to see Alberto Del Rio, that's a lie. Because if you would have bought tickets to see Alberto Del Rio, you would have bought tickets to see him when he was a Mexican wrestler. But you just bought tickets to those shows because it was wrestling. Does it make sense to you? Because it certainly doesn't make sense to WWE.
Yeah, okay. Now let's compare the two. SummerSlam, the ending of SummerSlam, with the ending of TNA's Hardcore Justice. Now, Hardcore Justice, people were complaining because of the way it ended with Kurt Angle with his huge little heel turn when he was joining Immortal. People were like, oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. Look, this is the same thing they did at Bound for Glory with Jeff Hardy. Newsflash, Jeff Hardy, that meant a lot because when Jeff Hardy turned heel, that was a huge thing. He changed his career completely. Kurt Angle turning heel has sparked a whole new storyline for Kurt Angle in Immortal, and it's actually made me actually like Immortal, the faction, a lot more. Hulk Hogan. The ending of that pay-per-view was actually really good, and you guys just shit all over it, and you guys, that's because you're, once again, WWE fanboys, and you're WWE sheep, and you're just going to say that anything TNA does sucks. You're going to say, fuck Russo, I hope he goes to hell, I hope he dies, I hope he quits TNA. He may not be the best booker, and I do hope things about him as well, but are WWE's bookers any better when you think about it? Look at the ending of SummerSlam, for example. Fucking CM Punk getting screwed over like that. Freaking Kevin Nash came out. That was a big surprise, just like TNA. Kurt Angle turning heel was a surprise. Kevin Nash return was a surprise. It's pretty much the same exact endings, kind of in a way, but you guys just still think that was great, but you don't praise TNA for what they did.
And now since we're on the roll of comparing things, let's compare two divisions that apparently don't mean shit to WWE, and apparently people like to think don't mean shit in TNA. That's right, I'm talking about the tag team division and the women's division. Let's look at SummerSlam's Divas Championship match. Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus Kelly Kelly and Eve Torres. Even if Eve and Natalya were only managers, guess what? They were still a part of the match. Even if the only thing that really happened with them was Natalya saying one more time, for no fucking reason at all. But apart from that, let's break it down. Kelly Kelly versus Beth Phoenix. Kelly Kelly is a model. And anybody who's a Kelly Kelly fan, I like her. I'm not cheering for her against Beth Phoenix, because Beth Phoenix is a wrestler and Kelly is a model. Kelly has the ring work. She could easily be a great diva, but she's booked like a model. Beth Phoenix is booked like Karma. Not good, like booking wise, just as a powerhouse, but Beth Phoenix proves she can wrestle week after week. How long was the Divas match tonight? Like 5 minutes, if that? How long was the Knockouts match last Sunday, Hardcore Justice? Good 10 minutes? I believe. But 10 minutes and up. Point proven, Knockouts get time to wrestle, Divas get time for people to jack off to. That is the fact of the matter. Divas are sex appeal, Knockouts are wrestlers. And you can say all you want, no, they're both sex appeal. Sure, they're both sex appeal, but the Knockouts actually get time to wrestle and prove that they are just up there with the men in a man company. Makes sense if you think about it from a business perspective. TNA cares, WWE doesn't. The tag team division. Sure, TNA has fallen to shit recently, but how many tag teams could they easily reform and bring back if they wanted to? Ink Inc. when Jesse Neal comes back, Motor City Machine Guns when Chris Sabin comes back, Beer Money. I just listed 3 great tag teams. 3D if they didn't retire. That's 4. I know Bully Ray is a bully, and Brother Devon is still Brother Devon. But hey, they could reform and make a tag team if they wanted to. Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles when they were both face. Kazarian and AJ Styles when they were working together. RVD and Jerry Lynn until they turned Jerry Lynn heel, which didn't make sense. Yeah, Vince Russo booking, Jerry Lynn turned heel. Who turned heel recently? Kevin Nash. He came back as a face when at the Royal Rumble, and now he's heel. Does that make any sense to anybody? No? I'm sure we'll find out more about Monday. Everybody's so anticipated for it. No, I'm anticipated for Thursday because of Impact. And the tag team division in WWE, how many teams do they have? The Usos and the Dude Busters. Nope, not even the Dude Busters. One half of them got released. So, yeah, the Usos and the New Nexus. That's all they have for the tag team division. I think they could have a great feud, but not on superstars. Too many shows, too much talent. Low card talent, great if you push them, but they're not being pushed. Superstars, who watches superstars? Be honest with yourself if you watch superstars. And I don't mean one match, I mean the full match card. My point is proven.